Здравствуйте. Привет. Это хорошо.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. Привет. Это хорошо.
Oh!
America, fuck yeah.
Да. Привет. Это хорошо. I'm not getting too messy.
Tease!
I only get so self-revealing when I'm in the men's locker room, when I want to make the men feel good about themselves. And when hello, are you speaking still?
Yes.
And when I'm streaking on the beaches of China. And when I'm skinny dipping. And when I'm streaking through the quad to get back to the frat house that I don't know I belong to. Anyway, horror show. I speak a little Russian. Horror show. Привет. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. Hello. Привет. Hi. Horror show means good. Это horror show? Это horror show. This is good. It is good. Is it good? Right? We have 3 different translations depending on how you use it. I speak a little Russian. Yeah. So, horror show in English has 2 different meanings. It's got the sexy meaning, it's got the bloody meaning. The sexy meaning is right here. The bloody meaning, we just need an assassination by a man or a woman, naked, giving me a little tug before I have my last breath with a chainsaw. And, yeah, so where's the assassination? Okay, and then I grew up here, Madison, Wisconsin. All right, just north side in a little village called Wanaki. And Wanaki, I was growing up before I graduated from high school. I'm like, hey, Mom, Dad, I really don't want to go to college. I want to start my own business. I want to start a restaurant. I want to make some food. No, you're going to college. You're going to learn business there at the college. You're going to start a restaurant after college. I'm like, but business is easy. You sell low and you buy high. And I'm like, but, okay. And they're like, no, you're going to college. And I'm like, I'm sorry, whoa, whoo, hee, ha. And they're like, we're paying for it. And you're going to love it or hate it. And you're going to college. I'm like, but I don't want to go to college. And they're like, you're going to college. So I went to college. And I really wanted to go to California. So I went to Massachusetts. To a small town and a small college right near the Salem witch trial area. And Salem witch trial time. Oh, I forgot about horror show. So in Russian, horror show means good. But we know in English what it means, right? So horror show, and in Halloween in Salem was very sexy and very bloody. And I liked it. It was good. It was great. So 2 years in this small college, small town, and I'm like, I'm not getting my money's worth. I'm spending a lot of money and not really like making my mind grow. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna transfer. So I transferred. Where did I transfer? I transferred to San Francisco, one of the most expensive cities in the world. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Bye-bye, restaurant. Okay, so I transferred to San Francisco. I'm like, I'm doing all this education, spending all this money, and I can do more credits with all the same money. I'm like, all right, I'm going to add another major. So on top of the business entrepreneurship major, I add international relations, global politics. I'm like, yeah, 2 for 1. So 2.5 years later, 4.5 years in total, double major. Oh, thank you very much. And they're like, hey, so we can give you 1 degree, but you can only get a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Science, because you're in both schools. You got to choose which one you want. I'm like, well, which one do I want? Do I want the Bachelor of Assimilation or do I want the Bachelor of Silence? I'm like, Bachelor of Assimilation or Bachelor of Silence? All right, I'm gonna go to Google and see which one's worth more in the market today. Okay, Bachelor of Silence is worth more today because they once you get in the foot in the door, they teach you how to learn, cheat, steal, and hustle, and scratch each other's backs, and you just keep quiet and make money. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take that one. I want the Badger of Silence, please. So to celebrate the Badger of Silence, I took this big bike ride down the coast of California and beyond. I took a bike ride from San Francisco to LA in 1 month, camping down LA, San Francisco to LA, and then Arizona to New Mexico, and I did some volunteer work in New Orleans, and I also did this like video on the Washington D.C. Mall, and like, yeah, I'm doing all this traveling for 11 months, and I'm spending all this money. I might as well invest in this money, right? Double major, 2 for 1. I'm gonna write a book. I'm like, from day one, here we go. Journal. Moleskin. You guys all know moleskins? Yeah, apparently moleskin, I don't know. I didn't know about moleskin, but my like roommate did, and I bought these moleskins, and I got like 3 of them, and they got like all my dots and diddles on there, and I'm like, sometimes they're right this way, and sometimes they're right that way. Yeah, so I'm like, 11 months later, I'm like, hey, Dad, guess what? I wrote a book on this trip. He's like, cool. I'm like, yeah, I want to finish. He's like, yeah, get out of the house and get a job. I'm like, but I want to finish the book. He's like, yeah, cool. Get out of the house and get a job. So I did what most aspiring authors do. I became an English teacher. In my personal experience, I became a foreign English teacher. Really?
1 minute.
Really? Ooh, that's quick. I thought it was going to be more than that. So, anyway, I taught English in Ethiopia, 260 kids for 2 years, and I finished my book, came back, and self-published, and I do what all successful self-publishers do, go back to teaching English. Right. Yeah, so then I'm like, okay, back to the restaurant idea. So, I'm back to the restaurant idea, and I'm like, getting back in the restaurant. Now I'm a dishwasher, and sometimes they let me touch the food. And I'm along those lines, I'm like, hey, yeah, think big, philosophy, all right, go big, own your own restaurant, become a dishwasher, all right, run for president in 2020. Okay, 2 weeks later, I get a tweet from the real duck. He's like, hey, we want you to come in for a janitorial position interview, and I want to mentor you. I'm like, yes! Foot in the door. I wonder how much back scratching I'm going to have to do. And so I got that going for me, and I got the whole punk business in front of me going for me. I got the Franciscan monk in the back going for me. Or, no, it's the old wise man. This the old wise man? No, it's the grumpy old man in the back. No, it's not the grumpy old man. Yeah, I suppose. Okay, so then I also got the patriotic full moon behind me. At the Horrow. Spasiba.
Woo!
Thank you.